There was, in the late 1950s and early 1960s, this thing called Operation Mockingbird, right? And Operation Mockingbird was basically a CIA initiative to penetrate all major media with their assets, right? So whether it's an editor at CBS News, whether it's the editor at the Washington Post or whomever, they would then be on the, let's call it the payroll of the CIA in order to disseminate whatever it is the CIA wanted, right? And this is, of course, the height of the Cold War.
I thought that it was a matter of real concern that planted stories intended to serve a national purpose abroad came home and were circulated here and believed here, because this would mean that the CIA could manipulate the news in the United States.
If the idea is that the media is not directly influenced by the U.S. government, then that's absolutely false.
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
Millions of people on Earth believe in the existence of extraterrestrials and are having increased sightings and contact. There is life beyond planet Earth, and it is up to the people of Earth to connect and to share and to remember our greater cosmic connections.
Boy, if you don't get
Do you have any people paid by the CIA who are working for television networks?
This, I think, gets into the kind of getting into the details, Mr. Chairman, that I'd like to get into in executive session.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 First Contact movies.
Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to a major circulation American journal?
We do have people who submit pieces to American journals.
For this list, we'll be looking at the films that best represent the concept of first contact with alien, that is, otherworldly peoples and races.
Hey, I've got this
Psyche, very special guest we have today, and we're filming in New York City, Times Square, to see what people have to say about extraterrestrials, if they believe, if they don't, like what's going on.
You have the State Department, right? You have the State Department and the U.S. government generally, which puts out its talking points about foreign policy in whatever form they might, right? This is then taken by the media and reported, for the most part, as facts.
The events that follow don't have to go completely smoothly, but we will be drawing the line at all-out invasions and conflicts.
At CBS, we had been contacted by the CIA. As a matter of fact, by the time I became the head of the whole News and Public Affairs operation in 1954, the ships had been established, and I was told about them and asked if I'd carry on with them. We have quite a lot of detailed information, and we will evaluate it, and we will include any evidence of wrongdoing or any evidence of impropriety in our final report and make recommendations.
Using Psyche as a catalyst for conversation, and it could cause, excitement, it could cause fear, so we're going to see where it goes today.
Uh-oh. Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to the National News Services, AP and UPI?
Well, again, I think we're getting into the kind of detail, Mr. Chairman, that I'd prefer to handle in executive session.
David Freeman is just barely in his double digits when he's plucked up by an alien spaceship.
There's also a covert side, and that would be the CIA and U.S. intelligence here in this country, and intelligence in general, and the way in which it's connected to the media. So look, I give you one example.
Somewhere along the way, during his 1,120 light-year round trip to Phelan, young David's brain has become jam-packed full of data and star maps.
So you need me and my inferior brain to fly that thing?
Correction. I need the superior information in your inferior brain to fly this thing.
We're asking people on the street if they believe in extraterrestrials or UFOs. So the question is, do you guys believe that there's something else?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Like most definitely?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Why so? Why is it such a yes?
Because it's vast. Because there's gotta be. Yeah. It's
universe is infinite,
way there's not.
so
Yeah.
there has to be something here. I mean,
no way. God, I hope so.
And what do you hope it would be? What do you hope they would be like? Well, it would be.
Max, the ship's robotic pilot, realizes he needs David's maps, and that he's plunked the lad in the wrong decade.
This is a way of disseminating the government's narrative, the government's propaganda, through this, let's call it a third party of the corporate media, and then giving it some validity in the mind of the American public. So you have direct government influence over the talking points in the narrative.
Have people from your world been here before?
Before, yes. We are interested in your species.
Directed by John Carpenter, and leading to a TV spin-off and an Oscar nod for lead Jeff Bridges, Starman is a love story disguised as a sci-fi.
What's it like up there?
It is beautiful. Not like this, but it is beautiful.
I love you too.
I love you.
Porque esa es su ropa.
Dile, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
When an alien race mistakes humanity's invitation to visit Earth as sincere, they take us up on it, only to have their scout shot down over Wisconsin. As his people live as pure energy, Starman needs to take a physical form to try and salvage his vacay in the Midwest, and he becomes the spitting image of a widow's recently deceased husband.
We represent almost all of the human inhabitants of the planet Earth. I send greetings.
Through goodwill and proof of peaceful intentions, the widow agrees to help the alien meet up with his rescue party. Along the way, Starman takes part in the finest of earthly pleasures, driving a Ford Mustang, gambling in Vegas, and making sweet, sweet love.
I love you.
Controlling the narrative. This is power. This is how the media exercises its power. The media not only influences what you buy, what you eat, what you go to see at the movies or whatever, it influences how you think, and most importantly, how you think about the world and how you think about your place and your country's place in the world.
I was on a rooftop in Manhattan, and I was with my friend, and we thought we saw a kite, and we're like, that kite is just, whoa. The kite is, are you listening as well? Thank you.
It can neither be confirmed nor denied.
Based on a novel by Carl Sagan, Contact is the story of a really good day for the SETI. While the government works towards defunding and even ending the program, Dr. Eleanor Arroway picks up a series of prime numbers, a definite sign of intelligent alien life.
2, 3, 5, 7. Those are all prime numbers, and there's no way that's a natural phenomenon.
Holy shit.
Okay, let's just calm down.
So you want to know, why do Americans think they're exceptional? Why do Americans believe that they're, sent from God to bring democracy to the rest of the world? Because we're told to think that way. That's why.
Arriving with the numbers and a repeat of Hitler's 1936 Olympic address is 60,000 pages of data, all of which researchers determine came from the Vega system, 26 light years away.
Do you guys believe in the idea of extraterrestrial or aliens?
Yeah.
They exist?
Yeah.
No. Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you say yes?
Because there's so much stuff out there, it's insane.
Yeah, there's like stars, planets, moons.
It's like the closest star from us going at the speed of light is like 500,000 years away or something like that.
It's getting so into this.
So there must be something?
No.
Yeah, there has to be some. Yeah.
Okay, so for you guys, nothing?
No.
Nothing?
For me it is.
For you, something?
There's gotta be something.
Something?
I said it has to depend.
Yeah.
I said it has to.
How did we get alive and no one else get alive?
Yeah.
It's a good question, right?
Yeah.
A big boom.
The more pieces I put together in this mosaic of facts, the more I realize how monstrous the whole machine really is. It is nothing less of a brainwashing session that apparently is happening on a daily basis in our country.
Directed by Robert Wise, The Day the Earth Stood Still is a sci-fi by which all others are judged.
Good. Latu. Barada. Nikto.
Latu. Barada.
Based on the 1940 short story Farewell to the Master, the film sees an alien craft land in Washington, D.C. Its occupants, an alien named Klaatu and his robot guard Gort, have brought an important message for all of Earth's leaders: play nice or be destroyed.
Your choice is simple. Join us and live in peace, or pursue your present course and face obliteration.
I think it was entirely in order for our correspondents at that time to make use of CIA agent chiefs of station and other members of the executive staff of CIA as sources of information which were useful in their assessments of world conditions.
Would you say that continues today?
Well, yeah.
Developed from Steven Spielberg's stalled sci-fi horror project Night Skies, the more kid-friendly E.T. would become one of the biggest and highest-grossing films of the decade. Essentially the story of an alien botanist stranded on Earth. E.T. shows himself to be able to restore life, but he also seemingly has Jedi-like powers, including telekinesis and a psychic bond with Elliot, the young boy who helps and looks after him.
You could be happy here. I could take care of you. I wouldn't let anybody hurt you. We could grow up together, E.T.
Its uplifting story of friendship and family, as well as its elements of sci-fi fantasy, have earned it critical acclaim, multiple awards, and a spot in millions of hearts.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you have any suggestions of certain questions you'd like us to ask, or anything for the rest of our series, please comment below. And remember, the disclosure is up to us.
18 months ago, the first evidence of intelligent life off the Earth was discovered.
It's hard for anyone to say exactly what this 1968 Stanley Kubrick classic is actually about, but let's try it anyway. Although it's easy to be distracted by the film's signature dish, the sentient computer HAL 9000, 2001 is at its core about first contact, in the form of the ominous black monoliths that repeatedly change the course of the film. Kubrick did in fact consider putting aliens on screen, but was advised against using humanoids by author and astronomer Carl Sagan.
Disclosure is up to you, and each of us have a role to play, so be sure to share this video and this information with your friends and family. And I hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you soon.
The result instead is the mysterious and ambiguous monoliths that accelerate humankind's knowledge and natural evolution with each encounter.
Except for a single, very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter, the 4 million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert.